Hey everybody, Rick the Radio Guy here with Dan O'Malley. And Dan, what do we want to show folks about Instant Connect today?
We're going to show our new features, a couple big ones here. One is that we have the online user presence. You can already see that on your mobile client. You can see who's on your channel, but we've added that capability to our dispatch client. So basically the dispatcher can see who's online and other dispatchers or other smart devices.
Okay, so I even see the Android tag there, so I know it's coming from a smart device in the field.
Yes, and if it's a dispatcher, it'll have a different tag. The other thing we want to show today is the telephony interface. As you know, Cisco makes a lot of IP phones, and this is an IP phone that can also be turned into a push-to-talk device. And we have a wireless IP phone which can also talk to the two-way radios or to the mobile clients, as you can see here.
Okay.
So let's start here. This is the user that would log in from any Cisco IP phone on the network.
Even this old phone, Dan.
Even the old phone, and you're basically doing a service. And so Rick's going to do, well, let's hang up. Let's hang up, and then you'll log in again. It's basically doing a service call into our server, username and password, username, you know, it's basically a numeric username and a numeric password, and then he hits submit, and what's happening is the server saying, oh, okay, you're authenticated, here's your list of channels. So for each user, you can have a private list of channels, and then you go down through the menu and you select VHF radio. Now, why don't you talk from the phone to the...
Okay, I'll make lots of feedback here.
A lot of feedback here.
La 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 la.
You're coming through the phone, the two-way radios, the Android mobile client, and we can also come through the IP trade turret. So
plus the IDC.
Plus the IDC. So
how many more speakers could we have blaring?
Well, we're testing the limits of our demonstration capability today. Let's also make a phone call from the dispatch console to either the turret or to the mobile.
I'm going to call the turret because 2011. I'm going to hit the call button.
And you can see that the call's coming in. You just click on that. It brings the call down here. You pick up the receiver and you can talk to Rick.
Yep, push and talk.
Or you can hit the button. Hello, hello, hello.
There you go. And I can end the call here or put you on hold. So we have the full-featured dialer here working in the IDC.
And what's nice is Rick's really showing a blended scenario. And people ask us, why would you have a hardware touchscreen console when you have this soft console? And really the answer is if people love making phone calls or touching these squares like the old phones that used to blink with the 10 lines, they really like that user experience. So this is really telephony heavy people or user experience. It likes the IDC, or I'm sorry, the turret. And then the IDC is more for radio centric users. So even though they can both do radio and phone calls, as you just saw there, that's typically what you'll see. And again, a lot of radio dispatchers really like that soft console.
And Dan, we even have another console, another client we'll be able to show on the PC later on. So,
oh, great. But
now let's talk about the phones, because people always ask, how does your XML client work? So Dan, let's talk about the phones.
Sure. So this is, I'm on a receive party, so it's pretty easy. Is that, let's say we're in a hospital or a school.
Okay.
You're pushing your button, you're talking to people on your push-to-talk group, but then you need to make a phone call.
Yeah.
Right, so, or you get a phone call. Let's show getting a phone call. Right. So my number is 20...
I'll just hit this button over here that says yellow phone.
There you go. Or you can pre-program a speed dial. Okay. So what happens is the user here just hits the green button to take on the phone call.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello.
And you can notice they're not on the push-to-talk call, so you don't hear that person coming over the radio. They're just on a phone call. And then when that either party hangs up, you hit your red button. It dismisses the call, and then it automatically goes back to the push-to-talk session.
Okay.
Okay, so this user's back on the push-to-talk group. You can push the radio, and you can hear it.
Okay.
Now, the other way around is when I make a phone call. So with that...
Why don't you call me over here on 2051 then?
So to do that, I basically hang up my push-to-talk session, and I just do extension dialing to
2051.
2051.
Right.
And then I hit enter, and now I'm making a phone call. So
I pick up the phone, I talk to you, we talk, talk, talk.
There you go.
I hang up.
and you hang up, and it basically goes back. Now, I can also make another phone call.
And Dan, I hit my services button, I come right back to my radio call.
That's great, even from the wired IP phone or the wireless. So the received party always goes back to the call. Whoever needs to do something else than talk on their push-to-talk group, they actually have to leave the session, make your phone call, and then they can come back. And it's pretty easy, so you can come back. In this phone, you just click that services button, much like you saw Rick do earlier. You click the service, and then you can click 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, this will bring up all of your channel lists, and then you pick what channel you want to talk on, and you are golden. So here I'm back on the VHF radio channel, testing 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the user experience from the Cisco wireless phone, and it also works like that on the new 8821 Wi-Fi phone from Cisco. So we're showing that XML interface. We showed the XML on the older phones. We also work on the newer 8800 wired phones as well.
So we protect our customers' investment and we allow them to migrate to the future.
Absolutely. Thank you for watching.